This section of the DVD is designed to match the worksheet on establishing trigonometric ratios. It's advised that you pause the DVD at each stage. So at the first stage, what you need to do is draw this triangle as explained on the sheet with the dimensions shown. The next step is to then place two vertical lines inside the triangle. The first one is 5 centimeters from the left and the next one is 10 centimeters from the left. This creates two smaller triangles within the large triangle. The next step is to label the triangles. We use A, B and C to represent the hypotenuse of each of the triangles, starting from the small one. X, Y and Z for the vertical lengths, again starting with the smallest triangle. And 5, 10 and 15 should be the length of each respective triangle. Now what we do is we set up a table to represent the first triangle, the far left hand side one. The table has division or ratios in the first column. The first division is x divided by a, which represents for this triangle the opposite divided by the hypotenuse. The second one has 5 divided by a. Now if you check that triangle carefully, that's the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. And lastly, it's x divided by 5, which again, if you check the triangle, is the opposite divided by the adjacent side. If you consider the first triangle and do the measurements, you'll find that the first ratio is 0.5. The next one, if you find out the value of a and go 5 divided by a, you'll find the ratio is approximately 0.9. And lastly, x divided by 5, again if you find the value of x, you should come up with a ratio of approximately 0.6. Make sure that you pause the DVD here and check to see that your results match what's on the DVD for the very first triangle. For the rest of the DVD, we'll actually set up this table so you can complete the next two triangles, but we won't actually give you the results. You'll have to check those ones for yourself. In the second column, we see that we've got y divided by b, which if we look at the second triangle is opposite divided by hypotenuse. And we carry on the pattern like in the first column. 10 divided by b is adjacent divided by hypotenuse, and y divided by 10 is opposite divided by adjacent, all based on the angle of 30 degrees. Likewise for the third triangle, if we complete that, z divided by c is the opposite side divided by its hypotenuse. 15 divided by c is the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse, and z divided by 15 is the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. Find the values of y, z and b and c, and then complete those divisions, place your results in the ratio column, and consider what results you actually find once you've completed the table. What you need to do now is complete the rest of the worksheet establishing trig ratios. And you should be able to complete all the way down to number 9 based on the results that you've found on this task on the DVD.